Yep. About to start my day with a little run. Circa 2016, July 4th, man. Who says you couldn't run on the 4th of July, Independence Day? You know what I mean? I feel independent. Life is beautiful. You dig? So we're doing this thing, man. We up in it. Started my day with a run. I'm out here in the Northwest. Got gray sky today. Yesterday it was all bright. That's one of the things you don't know what to expect out here. You know what I mean? 1 minute you had the sun, the next it's raining. It's a beautiful thing though. But I mean, I don't like necessarily love this weather. But you know, some folks like love this weather. They just are in love with this weather, man. It's beautiful, you feel me? But I'm gonna go ahead and park right there. Step out and do my run in the Northwest. I think I'm gonna start something like what's his face, the comedian? He got something going, running with Nike. I mean running for Nike, but with people. Kevin Hart. I think I'm gonna start me my own little, you know what I mean, running marathon with y'all. I'm gonna call it Run With Me. You know what I mean? We gonna run in the morning. Cause I don't do 9 to 5, you feel me? I'm a fucking promoter, marketer. I make my money nice. You dig? So I'm just sharing my life with y'all, man. I'm gonna start this thing called Run With Me. And y'all run with me, y'all. Stay healthy, like I said, man. Man, I'm doing this parking job. Started to look kind of corny, but I'm gonna get it. Yeah, what you know about this? Parallel parking. It's something I was always good at. I know some friends of mine that have gotten their licenses, they still can't parallel park. You know some people like that? Matter of fact, I know some folk that still won't get on the freeway. Like 2-3 years after their license. I know this girl, she had her license for like 10 years. Still can't get on the freeway. Imagine that. Alright, JMoney about to go on this run right here. Check this out. Step out this ride. Let's make it happen. Let's pause this vid. In fact, I'm gonna get going with y'all with me. Just do it right. Get my drink. I got me a Monster. Needed me some energy this morning. I bet we're locked up. Elementary school over here. 4th of July. Let's go. I'm not at the park today. I figure I just run on the side of the road with a little nice little street to itself. Just do the damn thing, man. Let's go. Doing this Kevin Hart style. Stay healthy, y'all. Look at the beautiful flower. I'm gonna pause this right there and pick it back up a little later in the run. What's good? Hey, to those of you that want to know about the state of Washington, the Northwest, and what it's all about, you guys are in luck, because with these runs that I'm doing, I'm gonna take you throughout the whole state so you check it out. There's some nice places out here, man. There's some nice parks. It's a very peaceful environment. It ain't like California or New York. I mean, there's going to be crime everywhere you go. You know, there's crimes everywhere, but one thing I've noticed in the state of Washington is It's not as saturated. You know, say for example you go to DMV to get your driver's license, you'll be out of there, I mean, 45-minute max, sometimes just 5 minutes. Try to do that in Cali. You'll be in there for 4 hours, and I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I've done that twice. So, and that goes for just about every other government, you know, office. And it's not just about government. It's just about everything. It's a relaxed state. It's a family-oriented environment, and like California, where it's a singles-oriented environment where everybody's trying to make it. Everybody's trying to be Hollywood. It ain't like that out here, man. This is the type of place where the person will stop for you and let you go first as a driver, or if you go inside of a building, they'll open the door for you. There's some very courteous people here. And of course, you know, the state of Washington is the first to have integrated, you know, biracial relationship. They don't know about that out here. I mean, that's to the least that I've seen it. And you guys will see some of my conversation with all sorts of people. You'll see just how relaxed it is. Now, you know, just giving you a little something to help you make up your mind. I'm not asking y'all to just come flood up the whole state, man. Yeah, just come one by one. Because, and I'm not even in the nice areas. This is like the city of Everett. And you want to see some nice places. You go to Bellevue, Washington. You go to, I'll be going to those places. I'm in the state for a little while. I'll be here for about, I'd say about 6 months. And then I will move on. But throughout my stay here, I'll be showing you guys some stuff about the state. Yeah, you want to see some nice places. You go to places like Mill Creek, Buckets Hill, North Bend. Oh yeah, Ellisburg, Walla Walla, Kirkland. Yeah, places like that. Newcastle, yeah. Oh yeah. And some places up north, even some areas up in Marysville are real nice. But yeah, so I'm gonna get back on this run right here and finish up. Let's go. One of the cities I like a lot out here is the city of Federal Way. It reminds me of Miami, Florida, because it's all flat and everything is big out there. It's like Texas. The streets are wide, and it's just a lovely city, man. They got free Wi-Fi for the city, and it's just the way it's built. It's a newer city. They've, you know, gradually built it, and it turned out to be something, you know, it's something nice. You go out there, you won't want to leave. But yeah. So, little pointers as far as the city here. There's just about everything you need out here. Again, I'm not over here advertising for the state of Washington, but I appreciate where I live right now. And so I thought I'd just give you, a little tour as I run. So there you have it. Let's get back to running. Going back uphill now. It's definitely a little tougher, but I'm holding up. I have to admit, I didn't think I'd be able to do this run this morning, because when I started back up yesterday, I was totally out of whack. But I'm doing much better than I thought. But as you can hear, I'm running out of wind right here, so I'm gonna stop and walk. I chose the street because I figured it'd be less traffic on the street. because I wanted to avoid the byproduct of the petrol from the cars, but there's quite a bit of traffic here. Unexpectedly. But yeah, at the back of my mind, I always think, when you're running, you're technically breathing the residue from the car gasoline, right? You know, those things you have in the back of your mind. Like, it's one of my quirks, but what do you think? Am I okay, or am I just making too much out of it? You professional runners, you tell me. I don't know. I'm just starting this. Just started back up with it. I'm going to do it for 4 years. For the 4 years that I've spent away from it. The reason I'm starting to do this, y'all, is because, to be honest, for the last 4 years, I can honestly say that I haven't been living. Like, what I've done is I wanted to understand this life, what it is, and everything about it. Why things are the way they are. What is life? How we got here? Who's in control? You know, what is up with all this? You know, conspiracies and all this talk about the Illuminati. What's up with religion? What's up with God? You know what I mean? Like, what's the government ultimate plan? What's up with this martial law thing? What's up with the universe and how it's configured, our galaxy, and where we originally come from? What's up with the different races? You know, is there such a thing as race? And that and a whole lot more. In fact, this is a quest that I've started on since I was 17. And it came to a point, and I told you in the previous video, I used to be like very comedic. And then I got acquainted with the world. And when I was younger, in high school, I was a fool. Then I got acquainted with the world, and it came to me that the world is full of bastards and a-holes. So I was like, man, there's no reason to make people laugh. They don't appreciate it. They're mean anyway. So I kind of folded up to myself from an early age, and by the time I was 25, I was like, man, I gotta figure this thing out, man. Because I know I'm a brain. You know, I went for it. Man, I went for it. Man, I was a fool. I was absorbing all sorts of information with discernment, of course, because I'm not the type to just, just accept something verbatim or just cause a certain person says it. You know what I mean? So it took a lot of discerning and logic and a lot of philosophies of my own to get to where I am right now. And I can tell you, my search has been vindicated, and I can tell you I'm now in possession of the truth, if not fairly close to it. You see this right here? This is another one of my quirks. I do not like walking under a bridge. How do you feel about that? In fact, I don't like being on a bridge at all. Like, if I'm driving and we come to a stoplight and my car happens to be right on the bridge, oh Lord, I'm tripping. Like, seriously. But it's because you've watched these movies, and you've watched Deep Impact in 2012. You know what I mean? Those things are fictitious, but I'm saying the reason I feel this way is because I never want to be in an environment where it's good. I have no power, you know what I mean? No control of the situation. As in, if something happened, well, the result is you dead. You know what I mean? Like in the case of an airplane, I kind of have a qualk on that too. Because like if you're in an airplane, if something happens, well, you dead. So if you're on a bridge and something were to happen, say an earthquake, and the motherfucker collapses, you dead. You know what I mean? And I'm not the type to wanna. I ain't afraid of death, but I don't want to die before my legacy is complete. You feel me? I know I have something to share with the world, with you folk, but I'm gonna go farther than that. And so once I've achieved that, then shit, I'll lay in my deathbed and you're like, bring it on. Bring it on, I'm ready to transit. Alright, so that's what it is. I'm practically back up to where I started and don't want to be a pussy, so I'm going to start running so people can see I came back running just the way I left. I'm at the stoplight right now, so I'm going to stop this runner. Out of all places, guess where I came to eat after my run? Came to Jack in the Box. Jack in the Crack. I don't know, man. I'm trying to be healthy. So I'm looking for some pointers. This place was convenient, so I just, stopped by there. I only got me some water, though. But y'all tell me, man, I'm not trying to do anything fast food. You know what I mean? Like, what would be safe to eat, you know what I mean, after you go for a run like that? My run was I'd say about 35 to 40 minutes. And if you're trying to be healthy, like, could I like go where get me like an orange juice or a burger? Because after this thing that I learned about McDonald's, I'm not trying to eat anything fast food no more. So I just went in and I got me some water. So you guys tell me basically what would be safe to drink or to eat. You know what I mean? Because I'm finna go home and get me some, but I'm saying before I get there, if I'm like on the side of the road, if I'm on the road and something's on the side of the road, like a joint like Jack or the Crack, if I go in, could I be safe with, if I'm really trying to be healthy and stuff that I need to avoid, like, could I take the chips and, say a couple of tacos or a burger or something? I got me some water. I know I'm safe with that. But how far can I push it? Y'all let me know. And also, yeah, as I was saying earlier, as far as, getting back to the spot looking like I'm running, I just said this for, as a joke. Because one thing y'all should know about life is, I always say, I don't necessarily agree with the notion that, like, life is what you make it. Because sometimes you can't make life what you want to, what you want to make it. You understand what I'm saying? And people love to say that word. I mean, that saying. To me, it's a saying. Because it's really not factual. If people tell you life is what you make it, I believe it's more like life is what you can make it. You know what I mean? And by saying what you can make it, there's a lot that you can make of life that you just simply don't make of it. You know what I mean? You don't go about doing. And so there's a lot that you can make of it, but you don't. But it's not necessarily like life is what you make it, because you would want to make a life. You would want to be a billionaire, but it's quite possible that you can't be a billionaire based on many factors. But if you can be well and be okay, you know what I mean? You can't do that. There's a lot you can't do. So the reason I bring that up is, life is easy, man. It's easy like Sunday morning. It's what you can make it. And so you got to go about your life, the way you want. You know what I mean? And the way you're capable of living your life to the degree that you can. Now, there's some areas about life that you haven't, experienced yet. Certain things that you could be. That's, you know what I mean. It's like, like the military says, be all you can be. I think that's a better statement. Be all you can be in life. If it's there for you, go get it, and you're not gonna know until you try. So I'm bringing all this up to suggest that this notion of, going back there looking like I'm running, you should never be uh embarrassed. Okay, this is one thing I'm gonna share with you folk listening. Don't ever be embarrassed, because you know what I mean, embarrassment is a state of mind. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like you allow yourself to get to that stage. You know what I mean? This whole notion, like, this is something, a couple of things I've removed from my system. Embarrassment, number one. Also, being anxious. You know what I mean? Anxiety is not necessary. You're anxious about something, or you're anxious about knowing something. You know what I mean? It's like, just relax, and if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and you know when it happens. You know what I mean? And also, being embarrassed. Like, what's embarrassment? Embarrassment is a fear. Like, it's a self-inflicted fear. You know what I mean? Based on nothing. Somebody will say you do something, so what? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's your life. You do what you want with your life. Now, it's easier said than done, but try it. You know what I mean? Try it. Like, certain things that you wouldn't want to do, that you feel embarrassed about, just go ahead and do them, and see how the world reacts, and see how you feel about it. Also, uh, things that used to make you feel embarrassed, uh, try and chase that feeling from your system. You know what I mean? Like, when it does happen, and you know what I mean? See how you feel. You know what I mean? There's certain steps that you would take. Like, just go ahead and take them. See how you feel about it. It's about you. Just chase that feeling away. So I don't ever feel embarrassed. Don't you ever feel embarrassed. You'll see how much more comfortable you feel about yourself once you've chased that. Those emotions. Like, those are just negative emotions anyway. You know what I mean? So get that out of your system. Also, anxiety, uh, and also, don't be too curious, because with curiosity you bring anxiety to a degree. Now, there's a difference between curiosity and anxiety, but they kind of like tie up. You know what I mean? So don't be too curious. And you can be positively curious, like positively curious. That's good. You're curious to want to find out, to want to learn, to want to discover something, want to make something up. But don't be curious negatively, as like if something negative, you know, as if there's something negative that you wish to know about, or like somebody told you about something, but you have a feeling that it's going to be, somebody gave you a hint about something, but you have a feeling that it's going to be something negative, don't be curious about it. You know what I mean? Or something like, there's a certain news that you sort of kind of have a hint about, but you don't know the whole story. Don't be curious about it, because all it's going to do is work you. You know what I mean? Just relax. Just relax. Don't be too curious. Don't be embarrassed. And don't be anxious. And just be cool. Like, those are things that about my life, ways that I used to be when I was younger, and I've let the world kind of poop on me. When I was younger, I was a fool. Like, I'm not even half of, the type of person I was when I was younger. And as far as my character, I'm saying a fool, just like in the sense that I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And like, I was like, I would I would tell people, like, you know what, why are you stressing? Just chill. You know what I mean? And then I got, like I said, I got to know the world and find out how the world actually works. And, a lot of you coming in, you don't know if you're young, say you're like 16 or 17, 18, even 19, 21. you still don't know a lot, and then you're going to find out how the world really works once you start getting, if you do grow up, that is, I hope you do, but once you start getting your, you know, you know, mid-20s, like 25, 26, then you're going to now, start to have a little bit of maturity, and you're going to be like, damn. You know what I mean? And then you go, and then certain, aptitude that you go pick up or not necessary. Like in my case, I've picked up some demeanors that I shouldn't have picked up, and I've been, I was affected by the world, and I'm just now going back to me, like this free spirited, like free will person. Like you do what you want to do, man. So yeah, that's that, man. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this video here. Get back home. I gotta get back to my to meet what is due. He gonna put some what you call it what is spark plugs. No, it's that thing that looks like a spark plug, but it ain't a spark plug, but it goes into the pipe. O2 sensors. He's gonna put that in my Cadillac for me. So I'm gonna head back home and I'll have him do that for me. Hopefully next flight I take will be in my caddy, and we'll just do it like that, man. So let me stop this video and pick it back up later.